Hey you guys, it's Brittany of Makeup by Britnie Cleark, and as you may or may not know, the other half of B2 Makeup. Today marks the first video to kick off among one of many videos that we're going to use to put on our website to just give you, our followers, some tips and tricks on how we apply our own makeup and makeup to our clients. Something that we really wanted to do that we were supposed to have done while ago. We have been in the process of updating our website and finishing school, which by the way I just finished in April, so yay. Now I have plenty of time to get on here with you guys and show you what I do in my routines. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So today it's just going to be a quick look. Well, let's not say quick, to be honest. It takes me about 45 to an hour to do my makeup. But there are quick ways to do your makeup. That's for another video. Anyway, we're just going to kind of freehand it today. So, being that it's the summer month, we want to not only be fit, but also taking care of our skin. And that's most important when you are trying to apply makeup. So make sure that your face is good and cleansed. You can use some makeup wipes. And right here I'm using Shea Moisture, which is a good brand. And this is African Black Soap Clarifying Facial Wipes infused with tea tree oil and calendula, however you say that. We're just gonna cleanse our face really quick. Ladies, if you have any facial jewelry like I do, nose ring, you can either work around it or leave it in. For the most part, I leave it in because I'm too lazy to take it in and out. Now that we are all cleansed, you want to make sure that any other product that you have to prep your face is conducive to your skin type. My skin type was super oily, but I'm finding the older that I get, it's becoming oily combination or combo oily, which means it's dry in some areas, oily in some, and I'm most oily in my T-zone. So what I'm gonna do is moisturize. No matter if you are oily or not, you have to moisturize. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is Embryolisse in the Hydro Matte formula. I'm just gonna put on a little bit of that. Remember ladies, if you're oily like me, again, you want to apply products that are conducive to your skin type. Oily, dry and normal. You wanna make sure that you have a moisturizer that's good and moisturizing and kind to your skin. So if you're like me, like I said, with oily skin, you want to make sure that you don't put too much product on your face. But because it is summertime, you still want to make sure that your face and skin is prepped. So I'm also going to take this Neutrogena broad spectrum of 50 sunscreen and apply it to my skin because I will be going outside. And this, by the way, is good under makeup. The sunscreen or SPF doesn't turn blue or give any flashbacks. So, and if you notice, I'm not putting too much on my nose because I get super oily there. Okay, so next I'm going to put on my Banana Eye Bright. I love this stuff. It brightens the under eye area, which also makes for a good primer for your concealer. So if you're like me with 1,000 kids, you need this because you don't get much sleep. Next, I'm going to apply Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is a new primer on the market. You can find it at Sephora. Got the small bottle just to give it a try. I've heard good reviews on it. It's like supposed to be super tacky and grip your foundation to give you a longer staying power, which is nice for the summertime and for an oily girl like myself. The last thing I'm going to apply is primer, which nowadays a lot of people are getting away from primers and just using their moisturizer for a primer, which is fine. But if you're super oily, you might want to go that extra mile or extra step to make sure that you stay matte. So I'm going to apply NARS primer to my areas where I get most oily, okay? Just right here and on my nose and forehead and creases. Now let's talk about these smile lines. I know I'm not the only one with them, and those who know me laugh at me all the time because I'm always talking about my smile lines that I freaking hate. I'm naturally a happy person, so there's no getting away from it. I've tried every technique that I can think of to try and hide these. So with that being said, I'm going to take my Smashbox lid primer, okay? And I'm going to not only apply that to my eyelids, but I'm going to apply some to my laugh line area. Trick. And I also have lines up here, expression lines. You see those? I'm going to put a little bit here too. Then I'm going to blot them. And this will help to decrease the amount of creasing that you have in your makeup. I'm going to also take that same primer and I'm going to put some on my nose as well because, again, I get oily there. And you may look crazy now and it may be white, but don't worry. Your makeup will cover it up. Next order of business, I like to use the technique of using powder in my areas where I get most oil yet to also help control some of that oil. So what I do is I take a wet sponge, take my powder. This powder is by Dermablend. I like to use that. And I focus this on my laugh line area. I find this method really, really does help. So I've already primed, based my makeup. We're going to just go ahead and finish out the look. Forgive me for the steps that I didn't record, but we'll definitely do another video. But I did use NARS Luminous Radiance Longwear, which is a perfect foundation to use for the summertime. For my contour, I'm using my Flesh in the color 34 Pecan. And for my highlights, I'm using my NARS Creamy Radiance. And for a little extra under eye brightening, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in medium. After I applied all of that and blended it in, right now I'm just locking that in, which is super important. You want to make sure that you lock all of that in, okay? I'm using the Beauty Bakery in the color Banana, and I'm just taking it and applying it in all the areas that I applied the highlight. And then I'm going to go behind that and lock in the rest of my makeup with my Laura Mercier in the color Medium Deep, because my goal is to make sure all my makeup is locked in, because again, this is the summer months and I want to make sure that I'm good and secure. I'm just going to go behind and dust that excess off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right back in there and give myself a little bit more color, because after doing this little bit of baking and locking in creams and liquids, I kind of flushed myself out. So I want to bring back some color to my face, okay? And so I'm going to take this angled brush, and this is a powder bronzer in the color Cappuccino by Beverly Hills Anastasia, or Anastasia, however you want to say it. I'm just going to take that in the hollows of my cheek like that. You see how that's carving me out and bringing some color back? I love a good contour and chiseled cheek. You see that? I like to be sunk in. And this is a nice little trick if you want your lips to appear a little bit bigger. Just kind of go up under there with a darker color. To blend all that in again, I'm going to go back with my brush and kind of, you know, just kind of blend it in a little bit better. You want your makeup to kind of blend seamlessly. You don't want any lines of demarcation. Now I'm going to go back in with this Estee Lauder Double Matte Oil Control Pressed Powder in the color 5 Deep. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go behind my contour, nose contour color a little bit. Just like that, okay? So after I do that, I go in and do my brows. This is Professional Eyebrow Pencil by Remo in the color Dark Brown, okay? And just kind of groom my brows real quick. And I like using this pencil especially because it gives a more natural finish. I prefer a little bit more of a natural look, but a powder also gives a natural look, so you can also use a powder as well. The brows are one of the most important features on your face because simply the brows frame the face. So you always want to make sure that your brows are ready and groomed, okay? Then I go back and kind of brush them to kind of fill in any gaps in the brow. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard doing brows on camera, but we're gonna do our best. Alright, close enough, right? So we're gonna move on to the next thing, which is carving the brows out. Now, this is a nice little trick when you are overdue for a brow groom. I'm going to use my Beverly Hills Anastasia palette, cream contour palette in the color medium, and I'm going to take the colors cream and cinnamon to carve out my brows to give them that little extra clean look. This also helps too if you messed up your brow. Just go up under it with some concealer and clean it up. And this also helps with a little lift in the brow. Makeup is awesome for tricking the eye. So if you have any problem areas that you don't like on your face, makeup a lot of the times can fix it. Okay, see that? Okay, we went in with the deep color purple on the left eye. We're going to do the same thing to this side. And sometimes it doesn't matter how you apply it, because either you're going to blend it in with another color or just blend it, period. So you just need to get it on there. And this is the color Cherry on top, the color here. Next, I'm going to take a smaller flat brush here, and I'm going to take this purple color here, the lighter color, which is Great Pop, and I'm going to put that on the inner third of my eye. Oh my gosh, look at that. Y'all, this is pretty. Okay, I'm going to take and do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to take that deep purple and kind of go back over it just a little bit. Okay. I don't know what they're doing behind those doors. I'm going to take this darker color in Root Beer and kind of deepen it up a little bit around there. And so I also like to take those same colors and line up under my waterline. Take that Coca-Cola, well, the cola float, and go up under like so. And that just gives a little extra cause for pause, for the dramatics of it all. And then I'm going to go back with that Root Beer color, the dark color, and go up under there and do a little blending out so we can make sure everything is copacetic. And now we can go in and line. Okay, so I like to take my finger and just lightly taut or tighten my eye, and I'm just putting this right at the root, the lash root. I have to be careful too because I have somewhat hooded eyes, and if I were to bring the liner up too high, it will transfer to my top lid. So I have to be very careful with that. I'm going to take Infallible Long Wear Eye Pencil by L'Oreal. Yeah. And the color, let's see, what color was that? I just took it out of the package. I never used this, you guys. This is in the color Nude, okay? So if you want a more natural, eye-popping effect, then go with a nude color. So I'm going to put this right down here in my waterline. And this is another good trick. So for those of you who have tight eyes and want to appear like you have bigger eyes, use a light colored pencil and line your waterline with that, and it'll give you that effect. If you want to highlight your brow bone, you can, and you could take a color, let's see, like Soda Fizz right here, and just kind of go right up under there. Before we top off with any lashes, oh yes, I have to, no look is done or complete without lashes. Remember that. Okay, I'm going to take my Il Makiage, or however you say that, in black. And you can curl your lashes first before you do this, but I don't really do that. I just go for it. So I'm going to take this liquid cold waterproof eyeliner and just, you know, do a little dot right there to replace my Beauty Mark mold that I naturally have. And we're going to place a faux Beauty Mark right up under there. And then I just like to go behind with my powder brush and lock it in so it doesn't move. Okay, so last but certainly not least, well, second to last, I'm going to take these lashes right here, and they're in the style MC03. I'm not sure what that is, but these are some lashes that I ordered off of Instagram. First of all, you want to make sure that the lash is, you know, big enough for your eye or fitting. So you just take the lash and kind of sit it on your eye like so to see if it fits, and it does. So I don't have to cut it, but if it was too big for your eye, then you could take some scissors and cut the outside. Okay, I'm gonna take a pair of tweezers here, which I find makes the application process a lot easier. And I'm gonna take my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe in the color Clear, and I'm just going to bathe the strip area. So you want to take it and you want it to dry for about 15 to 20 seconds so it'll become tacky. I find it easier to use and maneuver around when it's tacky. I'm going to use the mirror and my compact. Let's see. You can hold your head up and kind of look down, and you want to put the lash right on the root of your lash line, and use the tweezers to kind of place it where you want it. It takes some getting used to. It's a lot of practice. It can be hard. Okay? Place it in the middle first. It's kind of hard putting on lashes on video. Okay. Last but most certainly not least, time for the lippy. You don't always have to line your lip, but I'm going to line my lip. I'm going to do a neutral lip today. I'm going to use my NYX Suede Matte Lip Crayon in the color Downtown Beauty. Okay. Just go this up closer. Then I'm going to go in with my Morphe liquid lipstick. This is in the color True Story. Okay. Glittery gloss. I'm going to go in with my continuous Morphe spray and kind of just go all over. And there you have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this look. Thank you. Bye.